Living through this COVID-19 pandemic as an employee can be quite a stressful process, more specifically with all the adjustment that is required. Adjustment with regard to working from home and potentially reintegrating into your usual work setting. It is important to realize that functionality and structure needs to be maintained throughout this entire process to assist with all of the adjustment that needs to come our way. One of the best ways of doing this is maintaining functionality by monitoring what we call neurovegetative symptoms. For example, your sleep, your appetite, your energy, as these can be useful indicators of how well you're functioning. It is important to note and track: is your sleep being affected? Are you sleeping more? Are you sleeping less? What is your sleep quality? What is your duration of sleep? How is your appetite being affected? Are you stress eating due to anxiety? Has your appetite dropped? Could that be indicative of something happening on a mood disorder perspective, such as depression? That is some of the important things to look out for, as well as energy. Inherently, energy will be affected by fluctuations in your sleep as well as your appetite, and can be quite a useful indicator of how well you're doing during this difficult time. Alongside this, one needs to juggle their interpersonal relationships, whether that may be familial or intimate romantic, and as well as your employer-employee relationships with regard to your expectations and your reasonable boundaries as you reintegrate into the workplace. What is your working hours? Has that been clearly delineated? When are you working from home? Is there any blurring of those lines that need to be addressed and enforced and asserted with boundaries? Could there also be unreasonable demands placed on you that you need to then sit down and have a discussion about? Another useful thing to keep in mind is acquainting yourself with the health and safety standards of your workplace. As you reintegrate into the workplace, it is important to realize that being well informed will alleviate whatever confusion and anxiety there may be, more specifically with potentially contracting the illness. So juggling all of these things is something that we can think about from a psychological perspective as well as a holistic perspective. These things do not occur in a vacuum, and hence a well-tailored, balanced approach to holistically unpack these things is the best way forward. If there's any doubts on how well you're managing your life, it's well recommended to seek out your treating practitioner. During this time, that may be a difficult process, so it may be best to contact your treating practitioner telephonically and say, hey, I'm experiencing some of these fluctuations, some of these difficulties. Is this something I need to be worried about? And we can tailor an approach that will be best to alleviate some of that distress. That's it from me for now. Please do keep safe.